If you know me, I'm pretty big. I have big hands, and that big glass kind of makes my hands look more right-sized. Even if the wine is bad, this wine makes you feel good. But the wine was not bad. The wine was really good. So this paired with this made for an excellent drinking experience. Try them both out. And if you go to bigwineglasses.com and use my code, which I'll leave in the description box, you'll get 10% off on your purchase. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Wine by the Bay TV. I'm your host, George Bechara. Okay, so we're going to do kind of a different episode here. First of all, let me apologize for the jet skier. I just did a video on the wine library and Gary Vaynerchuk, so I wanted to wear some jet skier because he's a big Jet fan. Go ahead, I'll link this up right over here and you can check it out. That way you get an idea of what we did over there. But that's why I'm dressed like this. I'm not in my usual Wine by the Bay TV gear. But I also wanted to do a couple things. So I've been meaning to try this wine for a long time. I picked it up from Igor at Vinous Reverie a couple of months ago. And under advice from both the reviewers and from Igor, I was told to give this wine a little bit of time. Now, I am too effing lazy to wait. And I don't want to take 2 hours to decant this wine, which would be the solution to letting this wine lay down for a little while. So I busted out the Coravin here. The Coravin has the aerator. I'll put that right over there. That's the aerator right there. The aerator will open this wine up like it's been open for like an hour to 2 hours. So hopefully that will mitigate some of the harshness that this wine will bring. This wine is, well, we'll talk about this wine in a second. And also the other thing I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of premiere these big wine glasses. I'm going to call it the big ass wine glasses. That's the last time I'll use that word. As you can see, they're pretty big. I'm going to cut in some pictures so you can get a good look at how big these wine glasses are. I picked them up from Big Wine Glasses. They're a veteran-owned company, and I'm really excited to partner up with them. I mean, they're not sponsoring this video or anything, but they did provide me with 2 glasses kind of on the house. So I really appreciate that. I reached out to them and asked them, a little bit about their company. Again, because I was doing that Wine Library TV tribute, and Gary oftentimes had one of these big German glasses. I am now sporting, and I will sport going forward as often as possible. So that's what we're doing today. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon, comment, and share it around with your friends. Okay, so let's talk about this wine a quick moment. This is the Jaspis Syrah. Okay, and I'll cut this in, of course. This is a wine from Germany, 2019 from Gstaad. Now, the reason why I wanted to try this is because this one is a Syrah. Okay, there aren't very many Syrahs coming out of Germany. And Germany is a cool climate, as you might imagine. There's a lot of, it's continental, it's cooler. A lot of the grapes have to be grown close to water and on slopes with sun facing down so they can ripen, so you get a good wine. So when I saw this Syrah, I was very intrigued. Made me think about Northern Rhone, made me think about how much cooler it is over there with the Mistral winds coming down. And that way, you kind of get an idea that this might be of a similar style, but with a different terroir. So we're going to give this a try. And again, we're going to use the Coravin, and we're going to use this big wine glass over here, and we're going to kind of take this wine glass on a dry run. Well, I guess it's a wet run, but anyway, I wanted to give this its due before I just start using it, and go ahead and give it a try. So let's go ahead, and we'll do a quick little refresher. So first, we take the clamp, and we clamp on the top right over there, press down. Okay, now the pin is in. I took the foil off. You know what? Let me do this. I took the foil off. Crash. I took the foil off first because I'm trying to protect the pin that's in here. If you go through the foil, there's more of a chance of dulling out this pin. The pin's not cheap. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to break your life or anything, but still, you don't want to keep replacing these pins all the time. So we're going to push down. Now, this bottle is completely full, so we're going to take a couple of zaps with the trigger to kind of let that go, and we're going to pour it into this big wine glass and give it a shot. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't want to miss a drop. Okay, so then after that, we pull the handle up, release the clamp, take this off, set it back down on the stand. Okay, so that's it for the Coravin. quick little refresher. We don't want to lose any wine. Okay, so first of all, this glass is ridiculous. Okay, it's so big, it's so awesome. Like, look, let me put it to you this way: I'm not going to go side by side with a regular sized wine glass and kind of give you the whys and wherefores as to why this glass might taste a little different from another glass. Let me just say that all these wine glasses, if your palate is trained enough, is going to give you a slightly different flavor. It's proven. I've done it side by side with different wines in the past, and I guarantee you there is a difference. Now, is there enough of a difference for you to go out and buy 8 different styles of wine glasses? In my opinion, absolutely not. Unless you have, a $50,000 collection or something like that, then that's a different story. Then that's up to you. But for the normal wine drinker, a typical nice wine glass that kind of has some bottom to it, so you can swirl the wine around, get some aeration in there, and then like a closed kind of a nose, so it kind of concentrates the smells into your nose. That's what you want to do. So I like this glass because you can really, I'm going to move this right up there. You can really get your nose in it. As you can see, you got a lot of space to put your nose in. So I'm going to show you the color of this wine. Okay. You can see it's got a nice like plum color, a black plum or a cooked plum sauce, something like that. Really, really nice. And as you can see with the glass, plenty of room to swirl. Wow. This has got a lot of grilled meat, kind of smoky kind of notes to it. It's a little funky, but again, that's probably because this needs to really sit. Now the aerator works pretty well, but even still, it's going to take a minute for this wine to open up. Look at that. That's a nice wine. And look, even if you don't have like the skills to swirl it in a regular glass without, using the table, in this glass, you absolutely do. Let me say something else about this glass while this wine opens up. This glass makes you feel like a champ. Okay, if you want to be king of the world, if you want to be like King Henry VIII or whatever your thought process is, you want to be a baller, and you serve yourself in this glass, and everyone else gets a regular glass, you're winning. It's that simple. You're winning. Okay. Second of all, you can really appreciate the way this wine kind of works. You can lay it down, you can roll it around, you can do all kinds of great stuff with that. And again, look how far in I can get my nose. I mean, that's impressive. If you can get your nose that deep into the glass, you're going to capture all of the smells, all of the nose components, your fruit, your leather, any kind of funk that might be going on. Of course, all the different components kind of taste different depending on what wine you're drinking. But this glass kind of does the trick. And like I said, look at this thing. I mean, you feel like the boss of the room when you're in here. And by the way, I have big hands. Okay, big hands, small glass, not too great. Big hands, big glass, that's winning. Okay, so let's give this wine a try here. Okay, I'm gonna give it a smell here. Give it a taste rather. It's making my mouth pucker. There's definitely some heat, some alcohol. Alcohol is 13%, but I think some of that is due to that it hasn't been sitting around long enough. It probably needs to lay down for another few years. But I can tell you, this is a very drinkable wine. If you had food with this wine, that heat would come down. A little bit of acid might come down as well. This is a very tasty wine. I mean, black cherry, maybe a little cherry soda, black cherry soda. A little hint of black pepper. This is a very nice wine. I would give this wine 92 points for sure. I mean, honestly, I'm not being fair to this wine. This wine, I believe, is $32, $32 or $39. I'll leave a link in the description box about this wine, about the glasses, by the way. I will leave that in the description box as well. And there'll be a code that my viewers can put in when you go ahead and purchase these glasses through Big Wine Glass Company. And I don't think that's the correct name. Again, I'll leave the name down there, and I'll leave a description in the description box. You put in the QR, you put in the discount code that I'll leave in the description box, and you'll get 10% off your purchase. So go ahead and take advantage of that. These are great glasses, and this you won't get 10% off of the wine purchase, but you will off the glass purchase. Wine is Vinous Reverie. This is Big Wine Glasses Company, and again, it's veteran owned. So I'm a big proponent of the veterans. All right, so this wine is still going for me. I'm tasting this wine like in the back right here, in the back of my jaw, and kind of into my neckline. Again, that cherry flavor, a little bit of black plum, not cooked, but like fresh plum. Really, really delicious. It's got some complexity, like I say, a little smoked meat, maybe a little grilled meat. If you have a smoker and you smoke your meats, like a brisket or something like that, the bark and the little bit of, the little bit of crust on the outside and that first layer, that's what this tastes like. This tastes like a smoked brisket. This is killer. I mean, I'm very excited about this wine. In fact, I should have been on a barbecue today, but I'm here with you guys reviewing this glass, reviewing this wine. So I wish I had gone to the barbecue with this wine and had them together, but I'm gonna have to barbecue myself, I guess. That's just how it's gonna go. Anyway, so this is an excellent wine. I believe it's $32 or $39. Again, I'll leave the price in the description box. You can just click on the link, go to the Vinous Reverie, and go ahead and take care of that. Go ahead to the Wine Glass Company and click their link. Get your 10% off using the code. If you drink out of this glass, you're gonna feel good about yourself. Even if your wife yells at you, your boss yells at you, your boyfriend yells at you, your mom or dad yell at you, whatever the case may be. If you're having a bad day, put a little bit of wine in one of these glasses, swirl it around, give it a good sniff. I'm feeling better already. Okay, so watch the next video coming up soon. Thanks for watching this video. By the way, before you go, I'm going to link and leave in the description box a link to the video that we did, Igor and I, on how to read German wine labels. Okay, Germany is kind of a tough country to kind of read their labels because, frankly, German is a tough language to read. But we broke it down for you. It's super easy. I'll leave it right up there, or right up there, wherever the heck it is. And I'll leave it in the description box as well. So thanks for watching. Watch the next video, Wine by the Bay TV, and we'll see you again next time.